Football is the home of Super Bowl 56, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Seahawks and the Chiefs coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin with my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, for these Kansas City Chiefs, they of course were Super Bowl champions 2 years ago. They won over the Niners in Miami. They fell to the Bucs in Tampa last year, but now they are back making their third consecutive trip to the big game.
They have truly cemented themselves as perennial front-runners, and now, when we think of Kansas City, we expect them to be in this game. They're trying to emulate the New England Patriots, who went to Super Bowls 51, 52, and 53 in recent years, and they came up with a win, loss, and then a win again in those 3 consecutive seasons.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are back again in the big game. It's their 4th appearance, but all coming since the year 2000, Charles.
They've been in it 3 times total, right? Lost 2 prior, right? Lost once in Detroit to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember, Mike Holmgren was the head coach of that team.
And now the rookie's free. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Dwayne Eskridge with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff all the way back to score in the Super Bowl. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about it, Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Mahomes now on first down. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
And for Russell Wilson, it's been a whirlwind 10 months or so, because we all remember the drama of the offseason, the list of 4 teams that he could be traded to if the Seahawks were going to part ways. But fortunately for everyone involved, they held on to him, and he's still leading the Seattle Seahawks, trying to win his 2nd title in this, his 3rd appearance in the big game.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out to his left. Space to run past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson, 34 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we'll get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Now it's Lockett. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, 14 yards. And the Seahawks will add to their first quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Penny, the first down carry. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Able to power through, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he's got his man on the out route. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch for? And you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count, can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. It's Wilson on the option, and he's not even going to get past the line of scrimmage. Brought down right at the 4. They're turned away on 4th and goal, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 9. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Returnable for Lockett. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He lets it fly for Lockett. Got him. No, that's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes. minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Slant pass to Edwards-Helaire. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now here's Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first.
What's the deal, y'all?
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. Oh, good move. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long, That's the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Myers' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and a yard. Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 42. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. They complete it to Hill. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Mahomes now on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, Mahomes. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, he shifts past him.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He is going to find Hill here. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. So the challenge there does not go their way. This would indeed remain a completed pass. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. There's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but and the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Darrell Taylor in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mahomes going to throw. That's complete to Robinson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. But he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire from 8 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. A drive that time of 6 plays. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 10. A minute 54 on the clock. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Mahomes. Finding Hardman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in by Robinson here. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Catch is made by Hardman. And another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Mahomes will throw. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he's brought down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Mahomes. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.